on my way to Black Friday at Orlando Speed World. 3-day event. This year is supposed to be insane. There are like 40 cars or something coming from up north. Team Top Garage from Georgia, and just all the normal people from Florida, and it's gonna be nuts. It's literally starting at 5 today. This is Friday, and goes to like 5 Sunday. It's just like really cool party. Everyone having fun. Everyone just door to door. They have the King of OSW, which is kind of a knockout style competition. I suppose they're doing crazy carts for the spectators to do the same thing. This year, that usually happens on Saturday night. But yeah, pretty excited, and been waiting for this all year, since last year when after I moved back to Florida. Black Friday was the first event I went to last year that got me sparked to get back into drifting and building a new drift car. Also seeing my buddy Mike Jones in his Lexus LS with a 1JZ, like wall tapping, thing is sick, and he'll be there again tonight. But that's why that's what sparked me to want to do a 4-door JZ powered car, Toyota for sure. I've always kind of wanted one, but that like re-sparked my interest, and it lit a fire in me. And I don't know, it was only I think weeks later that I bought the GS. But anyway, super excited. Hopefully we're gonna get some pretty sick footage. Maybe some shenanigans hanging out. It depends, because it's hard to video sometimes when you're just hanging out having fun. But my buddy Marco just finished the cage in his Lexus IS with the 1J, so he'll be out there, I'm sure. And then Battle LZ has his new Chaser missile car, which is definitely not a missile car, even though it was wrecked when he bought it. It looks sick. That's going to be out there. And Tommy, who has the JZX90 that works with him, and he actually runs OSW Drift now, I believe. He'll be out there. So there'll be some 4-door Toyota sedans with JZ power, which is pretty awesome. But there'll be like literally everything. Beamers, of course, S chassis, Skylines. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm on my way there driving now. Been a long week for me as far as work stuff goes, and it was just like getting through the week for this weekend. So yeah, excited. Can't wait.
Luckily, it didn't like break anything crazy, but
Yeah.
Look, I got new sauce.
Oh,
I got sauce.
tell from the footage you're seeing so far, OSW Black Friday was an awesome event. Huge turnout. It was like 140 drivers or something like that. You had people from all over the place. You had Team Top Garage from Georgia. You had, of course, Drift HQ from here, a bunch of the other Florida locals and regulars. But you had Mike Prez and a bunch of other people from up north come down. I was actually able to help him out with a crank angle sensor off of my VVTi because he couldn't get his car right, and there were some issues, and he tried a couple other non-VVTIs, and they I guess they're different crank sensors, so they weren't working. But anyway, he was able to drive because of that, and that was pretty rad. Happy to do that. But yeah, just an awesome event. Even more stoked and motivated on drifting, and like it's bugging the crap out of me that I'm not done with this car yet and drifting. But going into the rest of this video, I kind of wanted to stop for a second and explain King of OSW comp. It's a little bit different every year, but this year they changed what they've done in the past. It's still the whole thing where there's not two runs where the one driver does lead and the other does follow, and then they switch and do follow and lead. So it's still just one, and judged obviously with Nick Swan and Mike Prez and I think Tommy, I forgot who else. But anyway, they changed it this year, so they kind of did it like that, whatever that drag racing show on Discovery Channel is. So they picked numbers out of the hat, so one goes against one. So it was a little bit more random. Anyway, they did top 32, so they only allowed 32 drivers to do the competition, but they did, one versus one. Whoever went to top 16. Whoever got one in top 16 went to top 8, top 4, and then to the finals. As it goes into the finals, that's the end, whoever wins. So I'll let you watch, and then I'll chime in at the end.
Really? He just needs to wait for.
Oh, he's coming for you!
Saw the finals went down to Taylor and LZ, Adam LZ, man, and they were some really good battles between the two of them. They had a couple more times, I think, but Taylor took the win. Definitely deserved. He was on fire. Regardless of okay, he's got more power, blah blah blah. He drove awesome all night. Just really good event overall. Just kind of recap everything. And got to hang out with, my buddies here in Orlando now. You got Mike Jones and Marco, or mag.jz on Instagram, and his IS, and just everybody else. Mike Prez, got to hang out with him a lot. It was just awesome. Got to do a ride along with Mike. Didn't do as many ride alongs as I originally wanted, but it was actually better because I just hung with everybody. But that's what's kind of cool about this event is at night everyone just hangs out. It's crazy. Saturday night had a huge bonfire. It's just a good event. The community's rad. I'm sure next year is going to be even bigger. Tommy and Nick Swan did a really good job of running the event. Tommy obviously organized it now since he's running OSW Drift. They just did a killer job. They changed the course layout on the skid pad. It's usually the kidney bean style thing, which, yeah, it's great. You get a lot of tandems. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical at first of their new little layout. I was a little worried that the tandems weren't gonna be as good, but in all actuality, I think it challenged everybody. It was something different, which is great, and it worked out. So hats off to those guys for putting on a really killer event, and I cannot wait to get this car done so that I can drive with everybody. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and that I can do this event next year. The car better be ready before the spring break bash, which is something similar, just not quite as big as Black Friday, but maybe, who knows, it might be. But I'd really like to have a couple at least test days under my belt in this car and get used to it so that I can do that event and just hang out with everybody and be a part of it. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. As always, subscribe. I'm trying to get back on making more videos, get more content, especially hanging out with some of the Orlando people and hanging out like Titan Motorsports and doing some stuff. I'd like to do maybe like something over there with Marco, but hopefully get some more content and get things rolling. But anyway, like, subscribe, see you later.